dear friend, happy Monday. Victoria was Reiki and Beyond, coming in for this week's light language card pull and transmission. Let's see what we are going to need to be working with this week. As always, I'm working with Jamie Price card deck of light language cards, and we're going to pull a card or a few, see what needs to be addressed this week, and then I will also do a light language transmission that wants to come through me in connection to what we're pulling here. So let's see what is in store for us this week. Let's ground in, take a deep breath, drop into our bodies, and listen with our whole self. Okay. Divine Love and Light, I ask to be shown what needs to be addressed for the collective that I'm working with and for myself this week. Let's see what wants to come through. Okay. Interesting. Feels aligned. I like these. What came through for us today is activation or initiation of our clear senses. For those who are not familiar with the concept, clear senses are our psychic abilities, basically our extra senses, beyond the 5 physical senses. And so yeah, we're going to be working on activating our clear senses this week and deepening our connection to the universal flow. I like this. These are really beautiful cards. In a moment, I'm gonna show you so you can absorb the symbols that are on these cards, but this time I do want to dive a little bit deeper into what each card wants to deliver for us today. So let's see. Let's look at clear senses first, because that was the first one that came through. All right, so our affirmation for this card is, my clear senses continue to expand with my peace. My clear senses continue to expand with my peace. I love that. This card is signaling that your psychic senses are awakening further. Study them, practice with them, and learn to utilize them. As you begin to work with them in more depth, your trust and your ability will increase. Trust the power of your intuitive connection. It is growing. The light language in this card is enhancing your intuitive understanding and communication. It is helping you to release blocks and fears to your deeper knowing. I'll take that. Okay, and I'm going to show you this card now so that you can receive the light language transmission from the card. And as usual, just allow yourself to receive with your senses, with your heart, with your essence, not with your thinking mind. Okay, so here's the card. There's a lot of coding happening there in this card. Just allow yourself to absorb through your essence and your energetic field. Okay, I'm gonna hold it as long as I feel the energy of it coming through here. Okay, all right, that was that one, and now we're gonna dive into the next one. Let me just look it up real quick. Okay, here we go. So this card is called Universal Flow, and the affirmation here is, I flow easily with the natural improvement of life. I flow easily with the natural improvement of life. This card asks you to see beyond what is already formed and create the new with your focus. Change can be a stable movement from one form to the next as you appreciate your interaction with life. When you hold your intent for improvement and believe that beneficial change is possible, the atomic structure that is currently unseen is pulled into form through your intent and action. The universal flow of life is a divine, benevolent force that supports your progress towards improvement. Utilize it with focus. So, focused intention here. This light language is weaving a deeper understanding of the invisible forces that compel and create life. It is releasing your fears of your creative ability so that you flow more easily with love. I love the dimension in this card, and the symbol here is really beautiful too. It's resonating really deeply for me, so here we go. Here's this card, Universal Flow. Allow yourself to receive with your essence, with your energy field. Okay. And I feel a lot of light language building up and bubbling up to the surface through me right now, so I'm gonna dive right into it. Allow yourself to receive. This is our work for this week. 𝐾𝐨𝐬 𝐷𝐸 𝐾𝐻 𝐻 𝐾𝐸 𝐷𝐻 𝐾𝐸 𝐷𝐻 𝐾𝐸 𝐷𝐸 Gonna allow that to come through for a moment and see if anything else wants to come in. I do feel that a lot of emotional stuff may come up to the surface as a result of these cards. They're subtle, but they come in very deeply, and for myself, I definitely feel some emotional layers coming through to the surface. So allow yourself to sit with what comes up, be gentle, be compassionate, be patient. Let it move through you, move to the surface, integrate where it needs to be integrated, release where it needs to be released. Giving it a couple more seconds to see if anything else wants to come in before I wrap this up. There we go. It's starting to anchor. Starting to anchor in. I feel some grief coming up to the surface, so I'm gonna work with that for a moment. The energy of what has come through right now is just, it's pure love, pure compassion, asking us to remember that we're loved, we're held deeply, gently. We're held compassionately, in safety, as if being in the mother's arms. The song, when it comes through, it's always basically the divine mother energy, or the divine feminine coming in and wanting to make us feel as loved and held as possible, because we're all her children. And we all need it, right now and always. Thank you. This is our work for this week, just allowing yourselves to integrate everything that's coming today, and being gentle with ourselves, with our process, and with those around us, please. Okay, much love, and I'll see you next week.